Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Now I'm going to show you how to add what we call tafweej, which is the new requirements by the Ministry of Hajj and Umrah for each group to arrive or to depart from Jeddah or Medina airport, or even between Mecca and Medina or Medina to Mecca. Okay, simply you are going to need the bus information and the group information. All you have to do is to go to Mu'tamers, and then from Mu'tamers add tafweej data, and then you choose the type of tafweej that you have. Is it departure? That means from Saudi to your home country, or arrival from home country to Saudi, or local transportation, which means Mecca to Jeddah, Mecca to Medina or Medina to Mecca. So none of the airports are included. Local transportation means the movement from Mecca to Medina. Arrival means from your home country to one of the airports, whether Medina or Yanbu or Jeddah. Departure from Saudi to your home country. So first of all, let's say we will do a departure tafweej. Yeah. First of all, we name the tafweej. Let's say we will call it try one. You give it a name after your group name or after the date, or put a name, because you will have to remember this name later. Okay. And then Mu'tamar counts. You only put any number, because once you search for Mu'tamars, this will be adjusted. All you have to do is to put the group code. Now let's try any group code that might come for us. Okay, we might choose any group code. So we put a group code. Now this group code, or this group, must have the MOFA already issued. Let's say if you have a group which has no MOFA yet, waiting for payment or under process, you will not be able to see. You have to put a group which already has MOFA and then press on search. Once you press on search, the names will appear here. Something wrong with this group. We try another group. Okay, sorry for the delay. As you can see here, we add the group number, which we already have a MOFA for this group, 223347. That's a group number, and then we click on search. Now sometimes it will be one person, sometimes more, or 50 or 60. Okay, now you have from 1 until 50 can be included in one bus. If more, the system will automatically divide it into two buses. Now what do? We have to press this to add the Mu'tamars. Okay, or if there is more also, you can press the same button and you will find all Mu'tamars in the other list. So, and then press select. This Mu'tamar will appear here. Let's say you have another code number. Exactly, do the same. Search Mu'tamars and then insert another group number like this, and then search, and we repeat the same steps. These three Mu'tamars, we add them to the other side and then press select. As you can see, it's added up 1 plus 3. Let's say we have another Mu'tamars in another groups. Again, we do the same. This will contain 50 Mu'tamars, which is enough for one bus. Okay, here again, one more Mu'tamars. We press on the move button, and then we press on select. So we see 5 Mu'tamars in totals from 3 groups. You see the group or the Mu'tamar count has been changing as I am adding Mu'tamars to the list. Okay, now After adding the number of mu'tamars, of course, we will choose the nationality. We can choose, the majority of the national. Let's say you have in your bus, you have Turkish and Pakistanis, okay, and Chinese. You just put the majority. Let's say 20 Pakistani and 10 Turkish, or the other, you just put 20 Pakistani. Or if there are 30 Turkish and 10 Pakistani, you just put Turkish. Okay, it's not very important. Just put the majority nationality. And then here is the most important side, which you'll have to be very, very careful. First, you will have to choose where you are departing from, whether from Jeddah, Mecca, or Medina. Normally, these are the cities where you depart from, or mostly from Mecca or Medina. Let's say you're going from Mecca and going to Medina airport, so you press on Medina. The transport date and time, you see this is the calendar sign, goes to the date, and here is a little clock or a little watch sign, which means the time. Now you have to remember this. Every time minus 3 hours before the departure time. Let's say the departure is 11. Let's say the date is tomorrow 29. Automatically by default it will come at 12 a.m. What you have to do is to set it 3 hours before the departure flight or the flight departure. Let's say you are departing at 10 a.m. You minus 3 hours, 10, 9, 8, put 7. If you put 8, it will reject and it will not go smoothly. It will not accept to send, yeah? So always transport date and time. The date will be the same of the trip of the flight. The time will be 3 hours before the flight. Okay, that's very important tip. Now the transport company, very important. Let's say you are using Hafil. Okay, the transport type as well is important. Now it gives you 3 choices, whether bus or a taxi or a private car, which up to 4 passengers. Let's put bus. Another important step, you have to put the plate number. And these plate numbers, you will get it from the transportation company together with the... Now plate number includes alphabets and numbers, and then the driver ID and driver name. More, they need nationality and mobile number. Now let's give any driver number. Maybe we can just press any number to try, and then we put his name. Okay, and then we put any 3 letters. Of course you will need to put space, 1 space only, sorry. A space D space V, and then 4 numbers from the plates. Okay, choose the nationality and then put the Saudi mobile number for the driver. You can of course add this driver if you want to use him next time. You don't have to add, you just put the ID. All the other information will appear. In this case we don't need to add. So the last part of having tafweej is to enter the flight or the trip information, the flight information. First, where are you going from? You have to choose where you are going from. Let's say King Khalid, no, that's in Riyadh, King Abdul Aziz International Airport, and then choose the terminal. Now, how do we choose the terminal? If the flight number starts with SV, okay, this means it goes from the south terminal, Saudi Airline. Saudi Airline is from the south terminal. If non-Saudi Airline goes from the north Turkish Airline, Malaysian Airline, Emirates, or Etihad, you know, all these non-Saudis flights will arrive on the North Terminal. Now, how do we know it's going to Hajj Terminal? If the numbers in the flight number contain 4 digits. Okay, for example, if your flight number says AE1234, this means 2 letters and 4 digits. This always remember 4 digits means Hajj Terminal. Okay, now let's consider Hajj Terminal this time. And here is very important. You have to put the numbers of your flight, the flight number. How to put it? Press on these small arrows and then put the flight number here. Let's try any flight number that we have around. Let's try 701. Okay, and put the date of the flight. We put 29 tomorrow, and then we click on search. Now once you click on that, you will find some choices. Some flights have the similar number. Okay, you have to choose one of them. You have the correct one. Okay, you have one saying Al-Urdiniya, sorry, and another one Diner Lines Air Ace. Okay, let's consider this second one. This is 1 a.m. Now remember what I have said earlier about the time. Here you have to put 1 a.m. you have to minus 3 hours. Let's minus this together. So 1 a.m., 12 a.m. and 11 p.m. Why 11 p.m.? 2 or 3 hours before the flight time, before the departure time. Once we have all this completed, we just put add new record. Okay, once you press that, and if it goes well, it will give you the correct mark and tells you data has been saved successfully. Okay, press on OK. One more step, you will find all the information stored right in a table below this. Okay, as you can see, the name of our tafweej try 1 is here. Number of motamers also appearing. The passengers nationalities also appears. From, to, flight date, transportation date. As we said, the flight date is the date of the flight, obviously. The transportation date, same date, but 3 hours before the flight time. Okay, and the status is new. This says new. If you have anything you need to modify or change, press here and do the changes and click add new record. If not, you have to do this. You have to click on this square and press on send. Okay, now let's see what it says. The remaining time for this trip less than 10 hours and the request will be accepted, but may be a violation will be recorded. Do you want to continue try 1? Say yes. Okay. Why? Because it's 10 hours. It should be all the time more than 12 hours. You have to do this 12 hours before departure or arrival. Now 10 hours you can still do, but they will give you a message similar to what we have faced. Okay, now when this tafweej turns into green, it means now it's sending. It will take some time, maybe 5, maybe 10 times, 5 minutes to 10 minutes maximum. We will come back after a while. Okay, here I refreshed the same page, or I went to the same page again, add tafweej data to find it. Suddenly the file that I sent, which is try1, is not around, and here says no data. Now that's a good thing. If it's not moved from here, it means the status is wrong or mistake. You have to press on that mistake and check what it says and do the changes. Okay, as I told you, click on modify, and then change whatever you need to change and then add new. Okay, if this disappears